Rise of Mahomes.
Welcome to Shaggyishane's Kansas City Chiefs report from training camp, Saturday, July 28, 2018. It's a new day, it's a new dawn, a new era for Kansas City Chiefs football. We've been preaching that all off season, but finally, arriving at St. Joe, seeing the Kansas City Chiefs' third full day of preseason or training camp practice. Lance, what did you take away from today's practice?
A lot of the young guys look rusty for sure. We all came in here obviously expecting to see some glamorous throws from one Patrick Mahomes. I think the offense has a lot to work with right now. I think they have a lot of I think that the detail is the thing right now, because we saw a lot of times when the huddles were going in, they'd have to come back out because Reed saw something he didn't like. We had all mentioned that while we were standing around talking. And I think that's definitely something they're going to – it's so early that we can't expect them to be sharp, crisp, especially when there's so many young guys. I remember before practice even started, I looked at the roster and I noticed how many guys are in their – not only their 20s, but early 20s on this roster. So we have to expect that these guys are going to be coming in here with, you know, they're very green and they're very wet behind the ears, and I'm expecting that as these practices progress, I'm expecting this team to get a lot more sharp. So I saw a lot of rust today, but it didn't honestly shock me because I was expecting that coming into today. There's a lot of change, and change is going to come with some rust.
Let's get to right with those position battles that we saw today. We saw Demarcus Robinson making some great catches. J.U. Chesson was not afraid to put his body on the line, making some dive catches. Chris Conley, Demarcus Robinson, J.U. Chesson are in that log jam for that third, fourth, and position at wide receiver. Like I said, Chesson looked really good today, but he's got some work to do he's got to play consistent to jump up over Chris Conley and Demarcus Robinson. Who do you like on the third position battle as it stands today?
Well, as it stands right now, I think Chesson's the guy. I mean, he definitely shined bright today. I don't think he dropped a single pass, or at least ones that were fairly to him. I think that, yeah, he's definitely looking like a guy that can not only, I mean, he's going to make this team. He's going to obviously be at worst a special teams guy. But I think this could be the year where Chesson really shows what he can do, especially with a quarterback that's capable of getting multiple guys on the roster the ball on a consistent basis and downfield. I think Chesson's that kind of guy that can make a few plays here and there that really becomes a fan favorite. Conley's going to get every opportunity in the world. He's that talented. He's a really good player. Can he stay healthy, and will he bounce back from that Achilles? That's yet to be determined, but I think Chesson definitely made some impact today that makes him someone they have to consider and take seriously.
Cam Irving was the majority of the snaps at one on the left guard position, along with Parker Ehringer. Brian Wietzman has slipped to third string. That is a positive. Nothing against Wietzman personally, but he was the worst-rated left guard in Pro Football Focus last season. Leon McQuay got a lot of snaps at safety with the #1 unit, along with Eric Murray and Eric Berry and Daniel Sorensen. Armani Watts has returned. There was a concern about Armani Watts, his injury last week. He's back on the field playing. What do you think about any of those battles, Lance?
Oh, I mean, that's what it is. It's a battle. There is so many guys out there right now that are unknown. You know, we talked on the way up here this morning, and that was the question I think we talked about the most, or the question we had that was the biggest question was, what do we have at those positions? And right now, we don't really know, guys. There's so many unknown factors. I'm expecting that, though, for whoever makes the team, though, whoever gets out of those positions, I think they're going to make impact. But, guys, it's so early to tell. And it was just fun to see this team back out here. It's great to be back out here. And I just hope the best guys make it. Health is the biggest concern at that position because it's already so thin. We lose any more players, we are really in a deep state of panic.
Damian Williams and Kerwin Williams got a lot of snaps at running back with the #1 unit because Kareem Hunt left. We don't know the extent of why Kareem Hunt left practice. It's something that we will continue to follow. I'd like to thank Lance Twidwell from The Spoken for joining me. I will be right back with Clay Wendler from Red Tribe Cinema. Clay is the Patrick Mahomes man, along with the rest of the masses that are joining us here in St. Joe, Missouri. Clay, what did you think of Patrick Mahomes today's practice? What'd you think?
You know, I was really excited to get here and see Pat Mahomes working as a starting quarterback in the NFL. But honestly, I was a little bit disappointed. I thought it was kind of a mediocre day for Patrick Mahomes. He threw a couple of interceptions. He had some overthrows, but you know, it's all part of the process. I mean, he's a young quarterback. He's going to have some growing pains, and you still saw some really good things. Like he threw a beautiful deep ball to Tyreek Hill for a touchdown today. It was right on the money. It was a rocket throw right down the middle of the field. It was 40 yards in the air. You saw a couple of really nice throws going back against his body that were on the money. I mean, not every quarterback can make that throw. So, you know, you got to take the good with the bad. Not every day is going to be like what he did in preseason last year. So, but you can tell people are here for Patrick Mahomes. They're really excited. There's a different vibe at camp this year than there has been in the past.
What do you think about that tight end battle between Jay Samaro and Blake Mack, a rookie out of Arkansas State? Who do you like to get the second job going into the first 2 weeks of the season? Because remember, the first 2 weeks of the season, Demetrius Harris is suspended. Who do you like to take the number 2 tight end position?
Honestly, I thought Jay Samaro showed enough today that he should be the second tight end. I think a lot of people have had enough of Demetrius Harris and his off-the-field problems, not to mention, I mean, his drops. So if I had to pick right now, I'd go with Amaro for sure.
It's an exciting time to be a Kansas City Chiefs fan. You heard it here from Clay Wendler of Red Tribe Cinema, The Curse of the Kingdom, The Rise of the Mahomes, all the man here that put that project together. Keep it right here, Shaggyshane Entertainment. We'll keep you updated with your Chiefs. Until next time, go Chiefs.